love to do is jump on a call and give you guys some kind of heat that you can walk away from. Listen, I know you're saying candles, right? And all my candle people, I feel you. But let's be realistic right here. And let's say we built a candle recipe. What would that look like? Go buy wick, go buy wax, go buy fragrance. Heat the wax up and add your fragrance to it, pour it in the mold. There you go, right? That's kind of not worth it. When we can build a hair growth oil and make a bag, when we could build an anti-aging serum and make a $50,000 profit margin. Last week we built something, so let's go ahead and build a facial oil or some kind of thing like that. Green tea, salt scrub. We can do a salt scrub if y'all want. It's just not gonna kill it like you guys might think. Hair gel, y'all ain't ready for hair gel. Y'all don't listen. Not every product is a product you should start out with. Something like me who got a little experience, yes, but very, very complicated to explain in a simple way. But we could do a facial oil with a high profit margin. We could do a hair growth oil. We could do a mask. We could do a cleanser. We could do something like that. Anti-aging skin lifting serum. That's a good one. Detox shampoo. Decent. Can we do something for spring like a body oil, dry face mask? Those we just did one of those last week. So let's do a hair oil, braid, lock. Actually, let's do a facial oil that we could run up a bag on. Because what I really want to show you guys tonight is profit margins. Everybody okay with profit margins? Now, for everybody looking for candle recipes, all that other stuff, I want you guys to know I have a school group. This is our group. If you come over here to Formulation Library, I got a bunch of the recipes you guys are asking for in this already. Candles, face serums, hair growth. It's free for the next 7 days to jump in. If you are looking for label templates, come over here. We got label templates, so you don't have to go pay for them. All downloadable and customizable. Recipes, AI programs to help you figure out your stuff. This is probably one of my most underrated, slept on programs right here that we have for my students. Free training how to build a brand from scratch and how I conceptualize and take an idea. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do is build out really quick a formulation for a facial oil to make you guys money. Who here likes money? Put I in the chat, or me, put yes, put paid. I don't really care what you put. If you like making money as much as I do, then I got something for you. Now I'm going to put the school group in here. Come through and check this out. All jokes aside, formulation library is fire. Ingredient exploration, breaking down all the different stuff from formulas, recipes, ingredients, different stuff that you don't ever see. This is powerful in itself. So the chat for this, I'm dropping over here in this. Also, the replay from tonight will be put in there, as well as the full list of recipes. Now, let's go ahead and make this recipe and we're going to share this out. We're going to do a facial oil. So, Lux facial serum. How much do you guys think we should sell this for? Come on, someone drop a price point because depending on the price point is how I'm gonna play with this recipe. $50, 25. Let's aim at $65 a bottle. Zoom link. Matter of fact, if you put Zoom on my Instagram live, I will send you the Zoom recipes, not the recipes, but I'll send you the Zoom link so you could jump in. If you go to my Instagram stories, I have the Zoom link in my stories where you just tap on it and jump on Zoom. If you're on TikTok, all you guys got to do is go to the link in my bio, click on that. I have the Zoom there. So we're going to go ahead. I said Instagram. I didn't say Zoom. Zoom, you guys are already here, so I can't send you the Zoom link, but let's go ahead and build a facial serum that we can sell for 65 per ounce. OUNCE. All right. Now, let's start off with ingredients. What type of oils are you guys interested in? What type of stuff are you guys looking for? Now, the two websites for everybody on Instagram and TikTok who aren't on our Zoom call yet are Coco Jojo and Boca Apothecary. Both of these websites have really good bases for ingredients. And Coco Jojo, the reason why I love this website is they have natural oils that you won't find nowhere else. Apple seed, strawberry seed, watermelon seed, papaya, passion fruit, marula, things like that. Now, Another thing I want to say is a lot of times people come in here and be like, "Oh my God, I'd never buy oil that costs that much money." Just because you don't mean others will. There are companies selling marula oil for $125 per ounce. This is 1 ounce here. $125 for this bottle. There are companies such as Little Fox Miami that is selling beard oils at $80 per ounce. What is my point to you? Just because someone says they won't do it does not mean you shouldn't do it. That person is just not who we sell to. Now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and build this recipe. Now, one thing that I like to do is to take recipes and ideas and concepts and build around those. You guys see me do it. You see this. Everybody in the world could use argan oil. Everybody in the world could use jojoba oil. Everybody butter is shea, mango butter, and I should know this by heart because I talk crap about them all the time. Mango butter, shea butter, and basic oils, right? It's crazy when there's about a trillion different oils in the world, a trillion different butters that are more effective, more exotic sounding than the basics. So I say all of this to say is let's stay away from some of the basics. Let's get fancy and let's make a great product that will make money. Deal? Because listen, there's so much stuff, and we could put a unique spin on everything we want. We could make a cucumber cranberry facial oil. We could make a papaya passion fruit. We could make a strawberry watermelon, a kiwi strawberry. We could make a black and blueberry oil and call it the berry special. I don't know. The name sucked. But you see what I mean? Coconut oil is good, but why use coconut oil? What is coconut oil providing that they can't find somewhere else? So, marula oil, I do like that. We're going to go ahead and grab that. Now, like I said, there's a company right now selling marula oil at $120 per 1 ounce bottle. If a gallon of marula oil is $178, let me show you cosmetic math. A gallon of marula oil is $178. There's 128 ounces in 1 gallon of marula. That means 1 gallon makes 128 of these bottles, and that's $178. So if we take 128 of these bottles, much like African botanicals, and sell it at $120 per bottle, we make $15,000 off of our $178 we invested. Got what I'm saying? I just want to throw that number into your head so we can pay attention to what success is going to look like when we're done with this call. So we're going to get marula oil. We're going to get what? Half a gallon. I think a half a gallon is good. So 64 ounces. Marula oil. Actually, let's do 32 ounces. 32 ounces of marula oil. The reason why is I want to throw in a bunch of more expensive oils into this, and I want it to be cost effective in the long run. And I'm going to also put the links on here as well. No affiliate links, none of that BS that you have to skirt around from people these days. We're going to keep it simple. 32 ounces of marula oil. And what I'm doing right now is just throwing together a good set of oils that I know for a fact will make us money and will stand out in a recipe. All right. We're also going to do 1 gallon of cucumber seed oil. Now, cucumber seed oil costs a little bit more, but in the long run, this is going to be one thing that's going to make us some money. 1 gallon cucumber seed oil. A gallon of cucumber seed oil is $114. Now, is that expensive for 1 gallon of oil? Yes. Is it the most expensive? No. Will a cucumber seed oil work good in our product? Yes. It hydrates the skin, it pulls in all of that good stuff. Now we're also going to add in 1 gallon of green coffee bean oil. We're going to go with this particular formula right here. And the reason why is it has a green coffee bean oil in it. If we go separately, then truthfully, that's going to be like $600 for the gallon. If we go 1 gallon of this, it's $85. They're sold out right now, I know, but you can go buy it on their eBay page right now still. 5.79. That's how you know I've been on these websites too much. So Actually, green coffee oil blend, $85.79 for this one. Now, why am I adding green coffee oil into it? Green coffee oil is highly caffeinated, so it causes the skin to tighten up. If the skin tightens up, that gets rid of fine lines and wrinkles. We don't have to worry about nothing. We are good. Now, another thing that I'm adding in here is papaya seed oil. Why papaya seed oil? This is going to be like a tropical fruit blend. Are blended oils good? Depends. So that's a really good question. Are blended oils good? So it depends. As long as you have a good manufacturer that is consistent with their blend, I have no issues with it. Blended oils work really well. I can't even hold you really well. We're gonna do 32 ounces of this papaya seed oil. The reason why we're doing papaya seed oil is because papaya has papain in it, which is an enzyme or an extract that causes our skin to peel, almost like a chemical peel, but not as harsh. So you ain't got to worry about looking like Dr. Croc, an alligator, none of that stuff down the road. It's going to peel, but not that harsh. And that not harsh peel is what's going to save us, but it's also going to help in our skin turnover, making us look good, keeping us looking young, all of that good stuff. So that's the reason why we're going to add in some of that. Anybody down for pomegranate seed oil? We're going to do about will you be infusing any herbs into this one? That's a good question. I don't think I'm going to infuse herbs into this one. I think I'm going to let this one rock out by itself simply because of the ingredients that we have in it. I don't really see the need for infusion. Now, could we infuse? Yes. Would infusion be great? Yes. If I was to infuse, what would I infuse into it? I would probably infuse guarana, which is a powder or a fruit from South America that is very high caffeinated. If I was infusing, I would cut out the green coffee bean oil and I would infuse coffee beans myself. The reason why is infusing those coffee beans like that would be really good in terms of our profit margins. It'd be cheaper. Let's go ahead and add in grapeseed oil as well. Why grapeseed oil? It does have benefits for our skin, but it's a lightweight oil and it's cost effective. We don't need everything expensive, expensive, expensive. Otherwise, that kills us. Literally. Think about this. If everything, even if we're selling a high price oil, if everything we put in is extremely expensive, it takes more money for us to be able to make that product and then to turn around and sell that product. So, even if we do go some higher end oils, we still got to keep it cost effective. Now, the last oil I'm adding in is going to be 1 gallon of jojoba oil. The reason why jojoba matches our natural skin oil. So you don't have to worry about your oil being too oily, too rich, too none of that. This is going to make for a nice lightweight oil that's going to be. So far we got 1 gallon jojoba, 1 gallon grapeseed oil, 1 gallon cucumber seed oil, 1 gallon coffee. So that's 4 gallons of oil. Now we got 32 ounces papaya, 32 ounces pomegranate, 32 ounces of marula. Let's add in some stuff we need. So we also need to add in 15 ounces of vitamin E. This is going to be the ingredient that we add in to make sure these oils go rancid. Don't go rancid. Now, what do I mean when I say rancid versus bacterial growth? Vitamin E is not a preservative. Vitamin E makes sure your oils don't go bad, but it will not stop bacterial or microbial growth inside your product. Now, a preservative such as Optifin Plus will make sure no bacteria, no mold, nothing's floating in your oils. If you have it in your bathroom, you don't have to worry about the steam, anything like that messing up your products. And we're also going to go with 16 ounces of that as well. That's $42. That Optifin plus that preservative makes a big difference in a recipe, like I say, because it just makes sure it doesn't go bad. If nothing goes bad, always protect your investment and your customers. I don't care what nobody else tells you. Oh, we can't do this, we can't do that. Add in vitamin E, that's going to act, they lying to you and they're going to make you look stupid. So avoid people who make you look stupid. All right. All right. So far, this is what we have. We're going to use one of the softwares that I have in the program for our students. in order to help build this formulation. Is that okay with you guys? So the one of those softwares, and I'm really big on this, making processes easy as simple as possible for my students to make money. Easy, simple as possible. So this software right here, Formula Lab Pro, is one of those things that I have put in here to help us with our calculations and formulations in terms of making this process easy. So we're going to create a 5-gallon batch of a anti-aging skin rejuvenation oil. I'll come back through and clean it up. Should be in ounces, percentages, and grams. It should list the benefits of each ingredient. All right, so this is going to be super simple, easy, and you guys are going to love this program. This software, and could you use ChatGPT to do this? By all means, I could show you right now if I put this recipe into ChatGPT versus something that's been trained for a particular thing, only does one thing, and that's create formulations for us lab style. Then you will see anti-aging ingredient. All right, so should use these ingredients and a lab. All right. Are you going to save this? Yes. Yeah. So this software that we have, and listen, I've made 12 different softwares for my students. They're all built out and use AI platform. You know, there was a time where we had to go to a company like Wholesale Supply Plus, batch size, calculator, and there's people still telling you to do this crap, right? There's still people telling you to come on here and to enter every single ingredient one by one and do all of this when we can just drop it, drag it, and drop it into this and be done with what we need. Let me refresh this. When I exited away, I guess I didn't hit enter. Let's do that again. And what this is going to do is it's going to build out our formulation brief for this particular product. Now, 5 gallons is 640 fluid ounces, facial body oil, anti-aging skin rejuvenation, and we have the full breakdown of our stuff. We're going to put it in a chart and graph, and it's going to list out every product. So, grapeseed oil, the correct proper name, the amount 128 ounces, the percentage 20%. Why do we have percentages in a formulation? Because if I wanted to tell this to take this formulation and make it into a 16-ounce size, because the percentages are here, it will do it. If I want to take this formulation and tell it to make it into a 55-gallon drum, guess what it will do? Exactly that, because we have everything here, right? Now, we also told it to make our formulation guide. We also told it to list the benefits of every single ingredient that we've added in here. And that makes it easy, right? Now, you see what we just copied this formulation? We're going to take this over to another program that we have for our students. This one right here specifically writes your Shopify product description and website stuff. Please create a high converting Shopify product description for this product. Make it visually written so the user, so that the reader can imagine using the product themselves. Write it in a conversational tone. C in Saks Fifth or Nordstrom. Then I just drop my full formulation here and let that cook. Now let's make sure our labels are correct. Let's also make sure our expiration date is correct. So we have a calculator for expiration dates, and we have a software that is going to make sure that not just your formulation is correct, but you're using the right words on your labels. Very important. A lot of us like to use grapeseed oil, but that's not the name the FDA wants you to list on your bottle. That's not what you want. So they have mandatory phrases and terms to make sure you're FDA and MACRA approved. And this one will make sure all your products are in compliance. Now, let's also tell this too. Based on this, do a full price analysis. I'll be selling every bottle for $65 per ounce. I will make selling this product charts. Product is a no brainer. We are a All right, all right. I am using ChatGPT, but this is a separate software programmed into it that allows us to program stuff. So with any AI software, what you're able to do is take that AI base and platform and train it, teach it, program it. So what we done is taking over 500 recipes, all this other stuff, formulation, lab style stuff, and trained it to do and spit out information we wanted to do it. And that's what we have. By product description, more visual. Now, like I said, if you want to take ChatGPT and try it and use it, I've seen my students do it, and I know for a fact that it's making lotions without emulsifiers. I know for a fact it's telling you stuff that is not correct. This is why we take time to train something and teach it and have it do what we want it to do in a certain way. Experience, experience, experience. Nothing covers for experience. I kid you not. It's like a teacher. Yeah, you can go learn how to do algebra on YouTube. You can learn how to do a lot of stuff online. You can learn how to fly airplane online. No kidding. When I was in flight school and I didn't know how to do a crosswind landing, I went and learned online. When I was fixing airplanes and I wanted to learn how to safety tie a propeller, I learned how to do it on YouTube. But does YouTube account for real world situations? No. Does real YouTube and softwares like that account for that stuff? No, not at all. And that's where it makes the big difference. All right, all right, all right. So while that's doing that, let's go ahead and take this. This is our cosmetic compliance. So this just makes sure that we are within FDA MACRA approved. So PDP means your front principal display panel, what you have to list on it, how you list it, how much stuff, ingredients, descending in order of concentration, and using the proper INCI format. So you have your products properly listed. We also have our product warning and instructions from there. So we have that. Now we put the recipe into our expiration date one. So now we have our shelf life and our expiration date. This expiration date should be about anywhere from 12 months to 2 years. And it's saying about 18 months. So that's about right. So now we have this. What else do you guys need in a formulation or a recipe like this? If there's one thing in here that I should put in, other than the cost analysis that we're about to put in, what would you guys like a recipe to have? I got one question. How many baddies you flew in a helicopter that you piloted? I didn't fly helicopters. I flew airplanes. So yeah. On top of that, helicopters don't hold that much space, but there's a lot of different. Listen, I'll probably get myself in trouble fooling with you. I'm not. That's what I'm not finna do. All right, let's go ahead and copy this in over here. Sugar scrubs is not something that we would add to this recipe in order to make it better, but I see where you're going and I like that. Let's go ahead and add our price point and profit margin breakdown. So price point, profit margin breakdown. What we have here is batch size 5 gallons, total cost of ingredients $548. Selling price $65 per ounce. Total revenue for selling all bottles is about 41,000. Why do we do that? Because we also factored in several other costs that wasn't associated. So packaging, we factored in employee costs, we factored in little stuff like that that does not necessarily make the most, but for something like this, it's a winner. So we factored in all of that stuff. Let's go back here and grab our product description for Shopify. The name that it named it is garbage, but that's okay. So we have this. So we have our profit breakdown. We have our product Shopify description. So you can take this and upload this right to Shopify if you make the product. We have our profit breakdown, full formulation, including benefits of all ingredients, our formulation instructions, our Makra FDA cosmetic compliance checklist, our shelf life calculations. You guys need some email scripts, preservatives in here, fragrance. That's a good one. So on batch size like this or formulations like this, I generally 5 high. So I generally don't add fragrances because then people just be like, "Oh my God, that's the fragrance we have to use." But let's go to fragrances. Wholesale Supply Plus has really good fragrances. On top of the fact that they have 100% natural fragrance oils. Now, a lot of companies don't have that. So 100% natural fragrance oil is amazing. So what I will go ahead and do with this particular one is I'm just going to pick a fragrance. I'm going to add that here, but no, I'm not. What I'm going to do is to add this whole link down here where you guys can get the fragrances, right? That's okay. Now, start off with the smallest size and then switch it up, but simple, easy, non-complicated, easy to get. We got our full formulation breakdown. We got our all our stuff right here that you guys need. Now, is anybody want this breakdown good enough for you guys right now, or would you guys like more stuff? Because we could write emails, we could do a bunch of different stuff depending on what you guys need, want, like. All right, so I'm gonna send this over to you guys right now. So be prepared to copy and paste. Actually, let me copy this over here. All right, so here is the full thing. Everybody on Instagram and TikTok, I'm dropping this link to this full formulation breakdown that we just built live, where you can take $500, turn it into a $40,000 profit margin. I'm dropping it in the soon. But if you guys want it, just comment in my Instagram DMs, in my TikTok DMs, facial oil. I know what you're talking about, and I'll send that to you. Also, really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and put a bottle filler in here if you guys are okay with that. Simply because a lot of you guys don't know where to get this machine from and don't understand how helpful a machine like this is in terms of filling up your products. This bottle filler right here will save you your life. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and put a website for bottles and packaging, high-end luxury looking ones as well. That way you don't even have to go look for your packaging. What about jars? I'll just put that in here. I'm not going to tell you what jar to use, but use a 1 ounce jar, use a bottle filler, all that stuff. I can't do all the work for you guys, but this is an amazing facial serum that you guys can use. And so here is the link for anybody who needs it. How much of papaya seed, vitamin E, golden jojoba, all of that is right here in the breakdown. Grapeseed oil 128, golden jojoba 128, cucumber seed 128, green coffee 128, papaya seed 32 ounces, pomegranate 32, marula 32, vitamin E How do I get a label? You pay someone to print out, design a label for you based off of sizes. We're going to talk about that in a few seconds. But that is the link for this breakdown right there. Can we send it to me? I don't see the link. That's because the link is in Zoom. It's really hard to copy and paste the link that we just created on the computer onto TikTok, especially if I put it in my TikTok live. You're not going to be able to click on it. If I put it on Instagram live, you're not going to be able to click on it. But slide in my DMs. Follow me on. First of all, you go anybody on Instagram, you can literally go to my Instagram stories and click the Zoom link and you can jump on Zoom. Literally and copy every recipe we put down. Anybody on TikTok, you could go to my profile, click the link in my bio and get it. I'm not charging for it. We just built this out live. The recipe is here. It is, if you even put Zoom in my Instagram live, it sends you the Zoom link to your Instagram DMs. I can't make it easier than this. Can you make a list of all accessories needed to get started? I mean, it's all oil. Bucket, large 5 gallon bucket, something to stir the oils up. This literally you could be made in a 5 gallon bucket. All you have to do is sanitize it. Matter of fact, I guarantee it tells you down here what to do. But I mean, this one, all you need is a bucket. You don't a large wood, a large metal spoon. I don't like using plastic, but a large stainless steel spoon is good. Other than that, the bottle filler. But there's nothing here that you can't mix. Literally, you can mix it all up and shake it. I mean, also, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this really quick. Let's go the extra mile. Let's go the extra mile. A 1 gallon batch size. Let's go ahead and make a 1 gallon size too. So you guys don't have to only worry about that. You guys have that as well. My only problem is how do I market my products and how do I introduce it to the public? Here's how you guys do it. And while this is doing this, when it comes to marketing and breaking down your products, we overanalyze and overthink how we should do it. Really, you have Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. These are the ways we market our product. These are the ways we show our products. If you make one piece of content can make you money. Every time Ancient Cosmetics goes live on their TikTok, they do about $10,000 in sales. Every time we go live on it, we make money. So, in terms of that, it's not hard to do. It's simply paying attention. It's simply seeing what works and then jumping onto that. If I say recreate this video that went viral and switch out their product for your product, that's all you literally have to do. If I say take your product and do this, do that, all that stuff, that's all you have to do. So a lot of times we just overthink. A lot of times we don't pay attention to what we can do in order to make money. I kid you not. How many of you guys know how to find hashtags in order to promote your products? All you have to do is literally go to a product selling the same thing that went viral and switch and copy their set of hashtags and you're good. But you're trying to figure out and you're using all these softwares when you can jump on TikTok and see exactly what hashtags work. You guys understand this, right? I've showed my students this. You can screenshot your TikTok and Instagram analytics and upload that into Chat GPT and tell it to break down your analytics for your whatever, and it will tell you exactly what it is. And then it will tell you what content that you were posting gets the most views and likes and when you should post it. It will analyze what times you should post and do all of that. So now you don't even have to pay a social media strategist to do all of that. You can do it yourself if you don't know how to read the stuff. I think a lot of times and we're going to go into marketing. So don't even worry. We're going to go into marketing. I'm gonna drop this link one more time in the Zoom chat for everybody who needs it. Matter of fact, if you guys go to the school community that I have in my bio, the link in my bio has a school community. I have a full video showing you step by step how to use AI to track and manage your social media growth and to see what works. Whole thing. All right. So we also put a 1 gallon batch size down here for anyone not looking to jump into a 5 gallon out the gate. This is a 1 gallon. Even if you make 1 gallon, you're still making a cool $8,000 profit margin. All right. Oops. Yeah, I'm not clicking on the right thing, but yeah, no matter how you spin it, no matter what you do, no matter how you look at it, a product like this is a money maker. And now it's all about what products, what ingredients, what stuff that we can partner with this in order for this to go next level. Also, if you already copied this link, you don't have to copy it again. It's going to automatically save for you and it will update with everything that I've added to it. So the 1 gallon batch size, all that other stuff. That is a full breakdown. Did that seem hard to anybody? Was this complicated? Was this something more than what you're capable of doing? There's apps that help you post on social media, but you shouldn't use those. They don't post correctly. Was this harder than you guys envisioned? Did this seem like something you're unable to do, something that you guys can't do? There's a reason why we're able to make money from home using products like this. There's a reason why you can take simple ideas and concepts like this and turn this into a business. What would I partner up with this? I would go on Coco Jojo, right? I would come over here to skin hydrosols. I would then get some hydrosols and make a facial toner with hydrosols with hazel and aloe vera juice. For just out the gate, lemongrass with the lemongrass hydrosol and cucumber hydrosol go really well together. And if you want to know what a hydrosol is, when they're making the essential oils, the water that runs off the steam in extracting the oils, those are the hydrosols. So they're everything that is the benefit of the what you call it, the hydrosol without all the other stuff. So hydrosols are really good. Mix that with aloe vera and aloe vera juice and witch hazel. Another thing that I would bring in is a cleanser. Me personally, I prefer black soap based cleansers, but then I would also sell a mask. Questions: do I have to get my products approved before I actually put it on the market? My question to you is, who would approve it? FDA? Because the FDA does not approve your products. They don't even want you to voluntarily tell them what your products are. As long as your products avoid certain keywords and certain ingredients, there's nowhere that you need to get approved in America. Now, if you're in different countries, every different country is a little different. But great US of A? No, 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 no. Anything that you need to do, testing, anything like that, then you need to do that. Do you need to add preservatives in the hydrosols? The hydrosols already come with preservatives, but if you're making a facial toner, I would still say go ahead and add a water-based preservative at a lower percentage to get the most of it and just to make sure your stuff are good. All right. So I hope you guys saw that. I hope you realize how easy this is, how uncomplicated it is, and that inspires you to go ahead and make money. So far, are you guys loving this? If you guys are loving what we're doing, can I get some heart, some love, some fireballs in the chat? Can I get something? Show me that this information, that these recipes, that all of this stuff is this. That recipe was made on Canva. So when you click on it, it automatically imports into your Canva account. So it's saved and you have a recipe for $50,000 that you didn't have to do nothing to but show up. Hey, everybody on TikTok, listen, thank you guys. Listen, I always follow back my biggest people who do the most gifts, the top 3. I always follow you guys back on TikTok every week, as well as everybody who slides in my DMs and say, yo, I need that recipe you made on live. I always drop the recipe. Instagram, listen, everything on you guys are automated. So, I'm going to post the recipe, the Zoom call, the live, all that tomorrow, and you guys get it. I want you guys to be able to say stuff like this. This is one of my 23-year-old students who is making roughly $18,000 a week in sales. This is what I want you guys to be able to do and say.
What's going on, guys? I want to give a huge shout out to my man David 1K for not only showing me step by step how to build an actual cosmetics and beauty brand, but in making sure that I actually followed through with the entire program and taking his advice and actually implementing it so that I could see results. Now, my personal testimonial is a little bit different because what I did was I built the beauty brand, I built my own cosmetics brand, and I realized after a couple months in that I was a little too busy for it. I had other projects in the pipeline. So what I did was I sold a couple units and I actually sold that beauty brand for thousands and thousands of dollars. And yes, you heard that right. I built the brand. I built 4 different products around activated charcoal as the main ingredient. And I built the website, I built the social medias, I built everything based on David Wonke's advice. And when it came time to sell, I realized I was a little too busy. So I ended up selling the brand. I sold everything for thousands of dollars. And that is just, I mean, that's just mind blowing because I didn't even implement the actual sales and the marketing techniques. And I was already able to make thousands of dollars.